Hey there, boys and girls. So we got a surprise today on Global. The global exclusive Trials is in the game now. I really like this concept. Was announced at FanFest. The first one we got is the Armeggeddon boss. It's from the Easter event. For this one, we need to evoke an Esper, 5 or more limit burst, and kill without an ally being KO'd. And basically, the way I want to do this, I want to show you guys like the core team that I use, and it's basically the roles, not necessarily the characters that I want to point out here. And all I did was I just swapped different units in to perform the roles that I have assigned here. We're going to be taking a friend Esther. So the first one we got is a evade provoke tank. I use Noctis because he has innate evade and he has a provoke of his own. So this can be any character that you can make full evade that's got, you can put them on Golem, put a Moogle plushie on them, have 100% provoke there. It doesn't really matter how you go about it. Noctis was just my pick to do this because he's really the best unit that we have for it. Then you got your magic cover tank. What you need to know about your magic tank, it needs 300% earth resist. I can't get there with just gear, so I'm going to be using a buff. And Titan has a earth resist buff that you can use. That's really handy. Other than that, just high spirit. Make sure that your units are immune, I think, to at least paralyze and stone. I don't know if the boss uses any other things other than that. I just geared with full immunity because I'd rather go safe. The next role that we have is a breaker. I'm taking Summer, Fina, and Lid for my A team. I like them because they can give imperils for our Esters to use, and they offer some pretty substantial off healing. All I did was I geared mine with hit points and defense because we're going to be covering the magic. The spirit's not as important as your defense. We got Aiko. She's my favorite summoner. She's going to get our Esper out of the way pretty quick. Her limit burst also heals while it's doing that, so that's good for the preemptive. We got Esther, two-handed sword, stone killer. She's on Golem. She's got the LB damage stuff on. And then Grolix has a really nice Esther setup as well. Pretty much same as mine. It's got Adventure 5 on instead of another LB damage material, but that's fine. It's on Golem for the stone killer. So, let's give it a go. So the preemptive on this one, it's like a gravity. It shouldn't kill you. Oh, he role plays too. He's indestructible. Alrighty, first things first, we're going to get our provoke up. This is going to be Noctis's only job. We're going to use some LBs right here. Get these out of the way. That's 3 limit bursts. Then we're going to get our buffs. Our Esters. So we got a full Esper gauge from Aiko. We've used 3 limit bursts. You're going to see your magic cover tank's going to activate. The only thing that you're going to be taking is some of the AoE physicals. I've found with good breaks the physicals don't really hurt that much, so I went that route instead of like using the evade cover tank and dispelling the imperil. I just went and took care of the magic portion of it. Either way is totally fine. It doesn't really matter. So Charlotte's going to counter for days. Her animations are really cool. Yeah, we get it. You're pissed off. I switched emulators too. This one's lagging a little bit less for me, which is nice because Charlotte apparently wants to counter 5,000 times. We're going to summon Fenrir for our Esper. We'll just provoke again with Noctis. We'll get our Earth Resist buff up. Fid really don't have anything to do here. And then we're just going to LB with both our Esters. The damage that you do here, you know, I just want to get the boss below 50. That's my goal. If, you know, 27%, that's nice too. Below 50 is the goal because I want to get the threshold out of the way. Now, the other thing about this boss, if you use white magic, it counters with a heal. One way to navigate around this is to use like Finger Snap from Odin to remove the buff. That's totally viable. If you want, you can just have Aiko heal here and dispel. It's no big deal either way. It just kind of makes the fight go by a little bit faster if we do it this way. And then we'll use Ultimate Siesta to get a full breakup, and we'll use Beach Parasol to heal again. And our Esters, because the boss is immune for 2 turns, can't really do anything, so we'll just have him use Bolting Strike. Kind of entertain themselves. And then Charlotte will just cover or defend, it really don't matter. And we'll provoke again with Noctis. The other thing the boss does, and the reason that we're bringing the provoke tank, it does an extermination, whatever it's called, ability. It will one-shot just about any tank that's not evading, so that's why, like, I brought the 100% dodge tank for that specifically. I don't know, like, how it decides to activate that ability. I just know when it does, people die, and I don't want people dying on me. Oh, well, that went by pretty good. Let's see, we'll reload our Esters, just get them out of the way. Ico really don't have anything to do here. You can heal if you want to. With Fid, I want to use the Beach House Break. That's going to heal us up, and it's going to unlock her good breaks and her imperils, which is what I'm after. We'll recover a Charlotte, get the mitigation back up, and then provoke one more time. So it's sticked around for 2 turns with its physical mitigation, magical mitigation. We'll be able to do some damage this turn. As you can see, like the physical attacks that's hitting our guys, you know, they're not really that big of a deal. Here we go. You just do you, Charlotte. We'll be here when you get done. It's like Charlotte and Noctis are like racing to see who can counter more. Alrighty, so we'll double cast the attack break and the magic break. That's going to get our Esters and Imperil. And we're just going to chain on the boss. It's going to hit point lock at 4%. Charlotte will redo her earth buff. Ico really don't have anything to do here. We'll just use our limit burst again, and we'll taunt one more time with Noctis. There's the execution that Noctis evaded. See, she did it, or he did it twice in one round right here. So I mean, if we wasn't evading, we wouldn't be able to, you know, live that. Like our tank would be down, and he'd start doing it on random people. And then we counter him because we're badasses, and we end the fight right there. But it doesn't matter how quickly you beat the boss, just as long as you get him like under 50, get that threshold out of the way, and then just whittle him down until he dies. Just remember, every time you use white magic, he's going to counter with a heal, so bring in an ability-based healer if you can help it. And like I said, you can use physical cover with 100% evasion. Just make sure you take that imperil off, because it's a 200% imperil. I was doing this at work when I was farming up with the different units, so I didn't want to keep trying to do the dispel trick on my phone. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, that was my original team that I cleared this with, and then all I did was, like I said, I just took put a different evade provoke up, and I used a different magic tank like Barrel, Chow. I used all the magic tanks I had. And then once I kind of ran out of magic tanks, like I just used Charlotte every time until I got up to the 25 different units. That was the easiest way for me to do it. Like I said, you can definitely take 5 different teams and do it that way. I just thought Esther got the fight out of the way really fast, and that was all I was really concerned with. To me, the challenge is beating it the first time, not the 25th time. But anyways, that's about that for the video. Hope you guys like it. We've got Final Fantasy VII coming up tomorrow. We got Zack and Yuffie. You know, they're decent units. I'm going to be skipping on that one. Kind of want to see what that global exclusive hybrid has in store for us. I'm really excited to see her. You know, I hope she's good. I hope she's powerful. Definitely, because her CG limit burst animation is really cool. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Toodaloo.